Welcome back, fellow collectors, coin lovers, and history hunters. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating and surprisingly valuable world of Australian 50-cent coins. These large, dodecagonal coins have been part of our change since 1966. But did you know that among them are a few that could be worth hundreds, or even thousands, of dollars on the collector's market today? That's right. Whether due to low mintage, striking errors, commemorative designs, or pristine condition, these coins are making waves at auctions and within private collections. So clear your desk, get that magnifying glass ready, and let's get started. First up, the 1998 Australian 50-cent commemorative coin, a shimmering tribute to the opening of Australia's new Parliament House a decade earlier. And if yours is in black-toned circulated condition, you might be holding onto a historic relic with rising collector value and serious long-term potential. Buckle in, because this one is as rich in history as it is in hidden worth. Let's begin with the incredible design, which bursts with symbolism and architectural significance. The reverse of the 1998 50-cent coin commemorates the 10th anniversary of the opening of New Parliament House in Canberra, a powerful symbol of Australian democracy. Designed by Vladimir Gottwald, the reverse artwork features a stylized aerial view of the Parliament House building, elegantly capturing its signature flagpole spire, radial layout, and sharp geometric lines. The iconic design of the Parliament is more than just a structure. It's a representation of governance, national unity, and progress. Surrounding this architectural centerpiece are the inscriptions: 10th Anniversary, New Parliament House, 1988 to 1998. This elegant yet bold design celebrates a building that represents Australia's voice, values, and vision for the future. It was minted not simply to mark a date, but to enshrine the power of democracy in metal for generations to come. Flip the coin to its obverse, and you'll see the stately portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, sculpted by Ian Rank Broadley. This depiction of the Queen, used from 1999 to 2019, shows Her Majesty in regal poise, facing right, and wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. The inscriptions around her profile read, Elizabeth II, Australia, 1998, marking the final full year before the switch to the Rank Broadley effigy. This adds another layer of appeal for royal collectors who seek transitional pieces or monarch portrait sets. Let's now dive into the specifications of this remarkable coin. Struck by the Royal Australian Mint, the 1998 commemorative 50-cent coin retains the same physical structure as its regular counterparts. It is composed of durable copper-nickel, 75% copper, 25% nickel, giving it a silvery look that, when aged or stored improperly, can develop a blackened tone or patina, which some collectors find uniquely attractive. The coin weighs 15.55 grams, has a diameter of 31.51 millimeters, and boasts the classic 12-sided dodecagonal shape, introduced to make Australian 50-cent pieces instantly recognizable by touch. This shape also provides a bold canvas for commemorative designs like this one. Now let's unlock the heart of every collector's curiosity: market value and demand. The 1998 Parliament House 50-cent coin had a mintage of approximately 22.1 million, making it relatively common in circulation. However, coins from this mintage that have survived in excellent condition, or those that developed unusual colorations like black-toned patinas, have begun catching the eyes of keen-eyed collectors. In typical circulated condition, this coin is valued at around $1.50 to $3 AUD. But in very fine or excellent condition, values can climb to $5 to $8 AUD, particularly when the detail on the reverse architecture remains clear. Coins with a full black patina, while generally caused by exposure to air, moisture, or certain storage conditions, are gaining novelty interest in niche collector markets. If your 1998 coin has a deep, uniform black toning while maintaining clear design details, it could fetch $10 to $25 AUD from collectors who prize such unique surfaces. Add rarity to the mix, like minting errors, off-center strikes, die cracks, clip planchets, and your coin's value could skyrocket to $100, $300, or even more, depending on severity and grade. Now here's the game changer: graded and slabbed examples of this coin in mint state, MS65 or above, are much harder to find. As most of the 1998 commemoratives entered circulation, very few were preserved in pristine, untouched condition. This opens up a huge opportunity for collectors holding high-grade versions. A certified MS-66 or MS-60 1998 commemorative coin can command $150 to $400 AUD, and a coin with both high grade and a visible error may break the $1,000 mark at auction, especially now as collectors across the Commonwealth build their Queen Elizabeth II legacy sets. Demand for commemorative coins tied to national architecture and government is strong and growing. The Parliament House design, unlike more common royal or war-themed issues, appeals to collectors of political memorabilia, architectural art, and national heritage. International buyers, particularly from Europe and North America, are beginning to eye Australian commemoratives from the 1990s and early 2000s as affordable entry points with big future potential. So let's ask the million-dollar question. Can the 1998 Parliament House commemorative 50-cent coin make you a millionaire? Alone? Probably not. But as part of a larger, strategically built collection of Australian commemorative 50-cent coins in rare conditions or error formats, it absolutely could help you build a portfolio valued in the tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. If your coin features a black patina, unique minting variation, or is in exceptional circulated condition, then yes, it might just be the first glint of silver in a future paved with gold. The 1998 commemorative 50-cent coin, celebrating New Parliament House, is far more than a piece of change. It is a tribute to Australian democracy, a canvas of architectural pride, and a potential investment in your financial future. Whether black-toned or bright silver, circulated or near mint, this coin holds historical gravity and rising collector interest. So look again, turn it in your hand, study its design, and know that you might just be holding Australia's forgotten treasure with millionaire-making potential. Next up, the 1984 Australian 50-cent coin, a piece steeped in tradition, minted in a defining year, and increasingly sought after by collectors who know how big returns can come from often overlooked coins. In circulated condition, especially with its original design still clear and present, this coin could very well be a silver stepping stone on your journey to becoming a millionaire coin collector. Let's explore its history, design, demand, and rising dollar value in the most engaging detail you'll find anywhere. Let's begin with the design, a classic and royal masterpiece that resonates with national identity and prestige. The reverse of the 1984 50-cent coin features the timeless Australian coat of arms, masterfully sculpted by none other than Stuart Devlin, the royal goldsmith to Her Majesty the Queen. In this brilliant composition, we see a proud shield at the center, representing Australia's 6 founding states, each with its unique emblem. Supporting the shield are the 2 most iconic animals in Australian culture, the kangaroo and the emu. These symbols were not chosen randomly. Both animals are incapable of walking backward, symbolizing Australia's vision of always moving forward. Crowning the shield is the 7-pointed Commonwealth Star, a symbol of unity and federation. Below, boldly and clearly, the denomination stands firm, 50, a number that may seem modest, but in the right condition and market, could be worth far more than face value. On the obverse, this coin marks the final year of the Arnold Machin portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, which had been used since decimalization in 1966. Her Majesty is portrayed with youthful elegance, facing right and adorned with the girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, the same used in her earliest coin portraits. This design is beloved by collectors, not only for its regal grace, but also for its historical significance. It was the last time this iconic effigy would appear on Australia's 50-cent coin before being replaced by the Raphael Maklauf portrait in 1985. The obverse is inscribed with Elizabeth II, Australia, 1984, anchoring it in an important numismatic chapter. Now for the technical specifications. This coin doesn't just carry history, it carries weight. It is struck from copper nickel, a resilient alloy composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving the coin its characteristic silver tone and resistance to wear and corrosion. It weighs a sturdy 15.55 grams, has a diameter of 31.51 millimeters, and features the instantly recognizable 12-sided dodecagonal shape. Introduced in 1969 to replace the original round 50-cent coins made of silver. The unique geometry of the coin gives it tactile distinction and a broader surface for showcasing the detailed coat of arms. The mintage for the 1984 50-cent coin was substantial. Approximately 27.4 million coins were produced by the Royal Australian Mint. On paper, this may seem like a high number, but here's the twist. Very few of these coins survive in high-grade condition, especially after 4 decades of circulation. Most have been heavily worn, scratched, or defaced, and coins in circulated but presentable condition have become increasingly scarce. This is especially true for collectors seeking coins with a clear design, no major damage, and even toning or patina, which some now consider a desirable trait. In the current market, a 1984 50-cent coin in average circulated condition is typically worth $1.50 to $3 AUD. However, coins in very fine or extremely fine condition, even with circulation wear, can command $5 to 12 Australian dollars, especially if the coin maintains detail in both the Queen's tiara and the coat of arms. But where the real magic happens is in the uncirculated and mint-state examples. Slabbed coins graded MS-64, MS-66 by PCGS or NGC have sold for $75 to 150 Australian dollars, and rare MS-67 coins can cross the $300 mark, especially in competitive auctions. And then come the mint errors, the golden ticket in the coin world. While not many are documented for the 1984 50-cent coin, examples with off-center strikes, die cracks, cut marks, or clipped planchets have occasionally appeared on the secondary market. These rare errors can multiply the coin's value tenfold or more, reaching $500 to over 1,000 Australian dollars, depending on clarity and rarity. Even more exciting is the collectability surge driven by the royal transition. With the end of Queen Elizabeth II's reign, collectors worldwide are racing to secure final-year portraits, rare issues, and symbolic coins that encapsulate her monumental legacy. The 1984 50-cent coin, being the final issue with the original Mackin portrait, is now more desirable than ever, especially for royal memorabilia collectors and those assembling full portrait sets across different Commonwealth nations. So here's the ultimate question. Can the 1984 Australian 50-cent coin make you a millionaire? Alone, it won't buy you a yacht. But in excellent condition, or as part of a rare mint error series or royal transition collection, it could become a key asset in a portfolio worth tens, or even hundreds, of thousands of dollars. If yours has good luster, minimal wear, or unique flaws, it might already be worth more than you think. And when added to a lineup of Australia's most collectible 50-cent coins, you could be holding a treasure trove in disguise. The 1984 Australian 50-cent coin is far more than a simple relic of the past. It is a coin of transition, tradition, and potential. With its classic design, historic royal portrait, and rising collector demand, this coin is a solid investment for anyone serious about numismatic wealth. So dust off your change drawer, shine your magnifying glass, and inspect closely, because that old silver coin with 12 sides just might be your first step toward millionaire status. Next up, the 1999 Australian 50-cent coin, a coin that, especially in excellent condition, stands as a powerful symbol of continuity, monarchy, and millennial momentum. Whether you're just beginning your journey or you're an elite-level numismatist, this coin might be the silver gem that helps shape a millionaire-making collection. Let's begin with its majestic design, which balances regal elegance with national identity. The reverse side of the 1999 50-cent coin showcases the enduring and iconic Australian coat of arms, designed by the legendary Stuart Devlin, goldsmith to Her Majesty the Queen and one of the most important figures in Australian coin design history. At its heart is a beautifully segmented shield, representing the 6 founding states of Australia: New South Wales, Victoria, Queensland, South Australia, Western Australia, and Tasmania, each with their unique heraldic emblem. Flanking the shield are the proud and powerful kangaroo and emu, chosen because they cannot walk backward, symbolizing Australia's ever-forward progress as a nation. Hovering atop the shield is the bold Commonwealth star, representing unity and national pride. Beneath the shield, the denomination is sharply struck, 50, but this number could be hiding a much higher value if your coin is in the right condition or has rare features. Now flip this brilliant coin over, and you're greeted by the newest royal portrait at the time, the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II by Ian Rank Broadley, introduced that very year. This design replaced the previous Raphael Maklauf portrait and is known for its realistic, bold, and mature representation of the Queen. Her Majesty faces right, wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, and surrounded by the legend, Elizabeth II, Australia, 1999. This portrait reflects not just the monarch, but an entire era of Australian governance under the Crown, just as the country prepared to enter a new millennium. It was the first time most Australians saw this effigy on circulating coinage, making it historically significant and a collector's magnet. When it comes to specifications, the 1999 50-cent coin maintains all the strength and stateliness of its predecessors. Struck from copper nickel, 75% copper, 25% nickel, this coin gleams with a silver-like brilliance that resists corrosion and maintains detail even in heavy circulation. It weighs 15.55 grams, measures 31.51 millimeters in diameter, and features the unmistakable 12-sided, dodecagonal shape that was introduced in 1969 and continues to give the coin a distinctive profile and tactile edge. This shape also provides a large, flat surface ideal for showcasing high-relief design, which benefits both aesthetics and collector grading. Let's now dive into what every collector is craving: mintage, rarity, and market value. In 1999, approximately 4.3 million standard 50-cent coins were produced for general circulation, a relatively low mintage for a standard issue. That puts this coin immediately into the collectible category for year-set builders, low-mintage hunters, and fans of royal portrait transitions. Coins from this year in average circulated condition typically trade for $1.50 to $3 Australian dollars. But if yours is in excellent condition, with crisp details, strong edges, and clear luster, it can easily fetch $8 to $15 Australian dollars on the collector market. But here's where it gets exciting. High-grade examples, especially those preserved in uncirculated or mint state condition, MS63+, have sold for $30 to $60 Australian dollars, and certified MS66+ examples can cross the $100 Australian dollars threshold. The key to unlocking real value lies in the condition. Coins with minimal scratches, full rims, and lustrous surfaces are in high demand. As collectors build complete, rank broadly portrait collections or hunt for the last coins of the 20th century, the 1999 issue is rising steadily in demand. Even more exciting is the potential for mint errors, which are always a hot commodity. If your coin shows signs of off-center strikes, die cracks or cuds, double-stamped reverse or obverse, clipped planchet, then you could be holding a hidden treasure worth hundreds, even thousands, of dollars. Some rare error versions from the 1999 50-cent coin series have sold for $500 to $1,500 Australian dollars, depending on clarity, rarity, and demand. These coins are often the stars of collector auctions and rapidly change hands among elite numismatists worldwide. And the demand doesn't end there. As we now move into the King Charles III era, coins bearing Queen Elizabeth II's earliest and latest effigies are being snapped up across the Commonwealth. Collectors from the UK, Canada, New Zealand, and even Asia are turning their attention to Australian Elizabeth-era coins, especially those from key transitional years like 1999. The combination of low mintage, effigy debut, and historical relevance gives this coin serious long-term investment appeal. So, can the 1999 Australian 50-cent coin make you a millionaire? On its own, likely not. But as part of a rare error set, a high-grade rank broadly transition collection, or a broader portfolio of low-mintage 50-cent pieces, it could absolutely be a cornerstone of a 5- or 6-figure coin empire. And if you're lucky enough to own a coin with a visible error, proof-like qualities, or special packaging from a mint set, its value could increase dramatically in the coming years. The 1999 Australian 50-cent coin is a coin of transition, symbolism, and rising demand. It's the start of a new portrait era, the end of the 20th century, and a stunning representation of Australia's enduring national pride. In excellent condition, it's already commanding above-average market value. But with the right features or errors, it might just be the sparkling silver ticket to your numismatic fortune. So dig into your collection, look closely at the details, and polish that 12-sided wonder, because it could be the underrated treasure that changes your life. Next up, the 2004 Australian 50-cent coin. A coin that may appear ordinary at first glance, but in excellent condition, could quietly be positioning itself as a future numismatic heavyweight, especially in error, uncirculated, or high-grade form. This is the coin that bridges 2 decades, 2 royal portrait eras, and carries more collectible strength than most realize. So, if you've got this coin in hand, you may be holding a sleeper worth far more than you ever expected. Let's start with the design, which is as bold and timeless as Australia itself. The reverse of the 2004 50-cent coin features the Australian coat of arms, a legendary design crafted by Stuart Devlin, the royal goldsmith to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. It's not just a symbol, it's a proclamation of national identity. The central shield displays the 6 historic badges of Australia's founding states, each representing the legacy, diversity, and unity of the Federation. Standing tall beside the shield are the kangaroo and emu, 2 uniquely Australian animals that cannot walk backward, representing Australia's unrelenting forward progress. Crowning the composition is the Commonwealth Star, beaming with 7 points, 6 for the states and 1 for the territories. Beneath it all is the prominent 50 that marks its denomination, but don't be fooled, because for savvy collectors, this coin could be worth many times that. Turn the coin over, and you're greeted with the dignified and commanding profile of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. Introduced in 1999, this effigy captures the Queen in a more mature and stately manner, wearing the girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara and exuding royal poise and serenity. Around her portrait are the words Elizabeth II, Australia, 2004. Anchoring the coin firmly in a period of royal and national continuity. This effigy, used up until the end of Queen Elizabeth's reign, is becoming increasingly collectible, especially as we transition into the reign of King Charles III, sparking surging global demand for the last-generation Elizabeth coins. Now, let's talk specifications, because this coin isn't just stunning, it's built to last. The 2004 50-cent piece is struck from copper-nickel alloy, 75% copper, 25% nickel, giving it that shimmering silver appearance and making it tough against wear and corrosion. It weighs in at a solid 15.55 grams, with a diameter of 31.51 millimeters, and boasts the iconic 12-sided, dodecagonal, shape that has defined Australia's 50-cent coins since 1969. The unique shape ensures tactile recognition and provides ample space for the bold, detailed artwork on both sides. Now comes the part everyone's waiting for: value, rarity, and demand. In 2004, the Royal Australian Mint produced 10.2 million standard 50-cent coins for general circulation. While this number isn't extremely low, it's lower than many other years, putting it in a moderately collectible range, especially for year-set builders, low-mintage enthusiasts, and those seeking to complete their Queen Elizabeth II portrait collections. In excellent circulated condition, a 2004 50-cent coin can currently fetch between $2.50 and $5 AUD. But that's just the beginning. If your coin is in brilliant uncirculated condition or has been carefully preserved with strong edge definition and high luster, the value jumps to $10 to $20 AUD in collector markets and online auctions. But when we enter the realm of professionally graded coins, things get even more interesting. Coins graded MS64 or MS65 by services like PCGS or NGC are now commanding $30 to $70 Australian dollars, and high-end examples in MS66. MS67 can reach $100 to $250 Australian dollars, especially when sold at peak demand. And here's where the real treasure hunt begins: mint errors. If your 2004 coin features anything unusual, such as a clipped planchet, die cracks, double obverse/reverse strikes, or off-center printing, you could be holding a rarity worth hundreds, even thousands. Australian error coin collectors are always on the lookout for rare faults from early 2000s issues, and authenticated error coins from 2004 have been known to sell for $500 to $1,200 Australian dollars, depending on severity, type, and eye appeal. Demand for this coin is rising not just in Australia, but globally. As Queen Elizabeth II coinage becomes a complete and final series, collectors across the UK, Canada, and New Zealand are building Commonwealth tribute collections, where each coin featuring her effigy becomes a crucial link in a historic chain. The 2004 edition sits perfectly in this legacy, right before the boom in color commemoratives and just before the final years of her portrait series. In excellent condition, it is being picked up quickly by those who understand the value of early 2000s transitional coins. So, can the 2004 Australian 50-cent coin make you a millionaire? On its own, not likely. But as part of a well-curated portfolio of rare, low-mintage, and error 50-cent coins, it absolutely has the potential to become a valuable pillar in a 5- or 6-figure collection. And if your coin has a rare mint flaw, perfect preservation, or a dramatic strike error, then yes, you could very well be holding a life-changing discovery hiding in plain sight. In conclusion, the 2004 Australian 50-cent coin is a true silver sleeper, brilliant in design, powerful in symbolism, and rising in both national and international demand. In excellent condition, it commands far more than face value. And for those who hold the rarest examples, it might be the quiet key to a future fortune. So check your change, open your folders, and examine every 12-sided piece, because the road to numismatic success could begin with this underestimated, overlooked, and potentially golden 50-cent coin from 2004.